What's up, everybody? Jerry with Minute Trading, back for another video. We're going to be talking about ticker symbol BBIG tonight. Just going to jump into the Ortex data, the technical analysis, going to check on the short interest as well, just to kind of give you guys kind of a synopsis of where I think this thing could go. I definitely think there is more on the table, but before I dive into this video, please don't forget to hit that like, smash that subscribe button. That's going to be down at the bottom of this screen, and I will get this thing going for you. Here we go. All right, so on the day, BBIG was down 20 cents, finished the intraday at $6.57, and the after hours climbed 6 cents or 0.91% and finished in the after hours at $6.63 respectively. Now, pretty much the price action, we had a low today, intraday low of $6.40, intraday high of $6.95, and then was basically just consolidating from there. Not really crazy amounts of volume. We typically are averaging 44 million. We had half that today and consolidated. It was kind of just like a net neutral type of day, honestly. But this is why I think BBIG has more on the table. Now, BBIG is one of the most heavily shorted stocks on the market. They also made the threshold list, which is something substantial too. It has to do with the failure to delivers. And making that list is no joke. It's definitely kind of a light bulb going off for anyone that's watching it, just to keep an eye on it because something could happen. Now, I do think that BBIG in the next few weeks, we could be doubling where our share price is, in my opinion. And to validate that, let me show you kind of the quarterly on here. So in terms of the long term, okay, so think about it like this. This is the MACD. This is the signal line, okay? Yeah, we've been down, okay, in terms of the micro. But if you take a look at the macro perspective, this MACD is just converged, okay? So in the long term, okay, this is why I think BBIG still has plenty on the table to run because of where that MACD indicator is currently on the quarterly. Okay, so over the next, 3 to 6 months, we could be looking at, 2 or 3 times whatever the share price is, hypothetically. And again, this is just my personal opinion. This is not financial advice. So please trade at your own risk and do your own due diligence. If you guys don't think, or agree with what I'm saying specifically with my opinion, that's entirely up to you guys. I will say we do have a little bit of bullish divergence here in terms of the hourly chart, which is also good to see. You can see the RSI is kind of in an uptrend here, whereas the stock is still kind of trading sideways a little bit. So definitely something to see there. The MACD is converged, so currently trading over that signal line. Ideally, I'd like to see this 15 MA get over that 200 EMA, which would be something good to see as well. But in my honest opinion, I don't think this thing is done. I don't think BBIG is even close to tapping its potential. If you haven't bought in, we bottomed out in that $6 range. It's definitely a good time to enter. Again, in my personal opinion, do not trade based on what I'm saying. I personally have taken a position around that $6 range, and I'm holding, and I will continue to hold until I am seeing some substantial gains. Okay, now jumping real quick over to Ortex. Let me pull this up. All right, so Ortex, let me switch this so y'all can see. So Ortex on the day for BBIG, we finished. Utilization's up almost 5%, 98.8%. We had a short interest change of almost 3% on the day. We had 3.9 million return, versus 3.81 million borrowed against, for a net borrow change of 724,000 against BBIG today. Now, days to cover did go down. Cost to borrow did also go down, but I really don't think that that's anything to, really sniff about in terms of where the share price is currently, specifically because I think we just had some shares that were returned on the day that weren't necessarily shorted into the market just based on the price action. But also, too, because we had so many taken out against it versus what was returned, I would expect this number to go up. And again, this is just over the last this was as of 7 days ago. So I would expect this number to go up again, like I was just saying. Now the, let's see, free float on loan also went down a little bit. The exchange reported short interest did go up almost 35% there. So that is still substantial. The current short interest of the free float is still almost 23%. 23%. So basically 23% of the free float that is currently available is being shorted. So basically a quarter of whatever the free float is, which is, where's free float? 60 million, just over 60 million. So a quarter of that is what, 15-ish? So I mean, that right there is a lot. I mean, having a quarter of your company being shorted, and that's just of the short interest that we know. That's not even, taking into account the synthetics, with the naked shorting and even the future delivers. I mean, we don't even know what's kind of just floating around in the ether per se, So it's just definitely something to keep an eye on. And again, like I said before, many times in this video, this thing is not done. There's more on the table, especially in the long term. So I'm going to be long playing this in terms of a swing trade. It's not going to be something that I'm in, for years to come, unless they give me a dividend, which then at that point I feel like I would be, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I mean, that'll pretty much wrap it up for this one. Just going to be a short, quick video. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.